Welcome back. I'm joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemaire to preview Friday night's match between Wolves and Derby. Pascal, start with the away side, just falling off the title race a touch in recent weeks.
Yeah, it's no winning 5 now, and obviously that's since Darren Bent got injured. Chris Martin's still injured as well. They've lost their 2 key strikers, and you can see it in their results as well. No winning 5, and only 3 goals in those 5 games as well. So they are really struggling. Tuesday night's game was a massive one at home to Borough. Borough, one of the sides just above them in the title race, and they lost 1-0 at home. Not scoring at home, and there was a massive crowd there on a midweek game. So really disappointing. Obviously, especially crushing. There was Patrick Bamford who scored the goal because he was on loan at Derby last season. Middlesbrough got him this season, and he's a quality player. His 2 goals against Ipswich at the weekend, that was a big win for Borough over Ipswich, and his 2 goals there settled it really, because that was quite an even game, and then it was just his 2 bits of quality. Ipswich manager Mick McCarthy said afterwards, you just got to praise Bamford. He's just scored 2 brilliant goals, and he did it again against Derby. Goes through one-on-one, and just such composure the way he rounded the keeper and snuck it in from a tight angle. Brilliant finish from him, and Borough, they've got the tightest defence in the league. Derby, they couldn't break it down. Johnny Russell, he's playing as the lead striker at the moment, but he usually plays out wide on the right, and he's only just come back from injury as well. He's admitted it himself. He said it has been difficult to go up front as play as the lead striker when that's not a position I'm used to, and I'm only just coming back from injury. So they are struggling now, 5 points off the top 2, Watford and Middlesbrough, and that's really surprising, because I thought maybe a month ago they were looking like probably the favourites, them and Norwich for promotion, but really fallen off, and they're now only 3 clear of Ipswich in 7th place. So considering they looked one of the favourites to finish in the top 2, they're now in real danger of falling out of the playoffs completely, because that top 8 race as it is so close, and if they don't improve soon, they really could be in serious trouble. But the thing is, this is the last game before the international break. They've then got a couple of weeks off, and Steve McLaren will just hope that no one else injures themselves while they're on international duty, and that he'll have the likes of Chris Martin and Darren Bent back, because they really do need them, because since they both got injured, it's been really poor from them.
You mentioned the race for the top 8. Obviously Wolves are banging that, and they picked up a much needed win against Sheffield Wednesday last time out.
Yeah, absolutely huge for them, that, because they hadn't won in their previous 3 games before that, and it keeps them in the playoff race. That it is 8 teams there, and with Brentford beating Blackburn and Forest, they've fallen off a bit recently. It is now an 8-horse race. There's going to be 2 teams who don't make the playoffs, who are disappointed, who think they should be in there, and it's going to be so close going down to the final game. But the 3-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday was a good one. Wednesday, they're one of the teams, there's sort of about 5 or 6 teams in mid-table who can't reach the playoffs. They're not going to get relegated. They've just got nothing to play for, really, and it's not surprising to see Wolves beat them 3-0. I mean, the penalty that got them going was a very dubious decision, very, very soft, but Sacco stuck it away. He's back in form, and then Afobe, the other 2 goals, Afobe's finish was fantastic off the post, and James Henry, he hasn't started too many games recently, but he comes on and fires it in the top corner like that. Fantastic goal, and I think Afobe's the one. He came in from Arsenal, obviously done really well at MK Dons in League One, and he's shown no signs of struggling in the Championship at all. It's 8 goals in 12 starts for him, and they're now 3 points off Brentford in 6th. Obviously Brentford, Ipswich and Wolves all won last night, so it stays the same. But like I said, with Derby, they're in 5th, and they're the team that's sort of dropping down, and Wolves, they'll see Derby and think we could maybe go ahead of them by the end of the season. If they win this, that would just be massive for their playoff aspirations. And the thing is, they do have the worst goal difference out of all the sides in the top 8, but it is improving. 3-0 wins against Sheffield Wednesday will help. So at the moment, it's so hard to call Brentford, Wolves and Ipswich out of those 3, who's going to fall out, but very, very interesting.
So it's a massive game. What's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think Derby, McLaren said that Darren Bent could be back for this one. It looks like Chris Martin, Chris Martin is their main striker, but I don't know if he'll be fit for this one, hopefully after the international break. But if Bent starts this one, it should give him a bit more of a goal threat and allow the likes of Russell, Tom Ince, Jesse Lingard to maybe do a bit more where they're comfortable doing it. So I think it's going to be a draw this one. I'll go 2-2.
Thoughts on going for a 2-2 draw?